Okay guys, I draw this wire schematic so it's a better understanding of what we're working on. So it's a Chevy Silverado 5.3 engine VIN code 0. It's a flex fuel. And in this section here, I select this corner here to tell you solenoid number 1, control cylinder 1, and they go down. Solenoid number 2, control cylinder 4, and solenoid 3, control number 6, and solenoid 4, control number 7. If you see in the wire schematic, they're not wire the same sequence that I put it, that I write it down here. Now this is the fighting order for the engine. So every time number cylinder 1 is in this section, so that's your bank 1 and that's your bank 2 and the opposite side. The star here, for better understanding, is the computer or the program that the PCM have to kill those cylinders. Okay, so reading this note here that tell you when you're driving under normal condition without heavy load, PCM will deactivate 4 cylinder. That is 1, 4, 6, and 7. Okay, so that is a nice note to know when this car is at 35, 25, no loads, under the city driving, is working in 4 cylinder because the computer deactivate number 1, 4, 6, and 7. Now, through the use of specially designed valve and lifters, the intake and exhaust valve of the 1, 4, 6, and 7 will be prevented from opening on the deactivation mode. Okay, meaning when those solenoids apply, they will kill this guy, kill this guy, kill this guy, and kill that guy with a special valve and lifters that this engine have. Right down here, also good to know here, fighting order in 2008 5.3 liter Chevy. It says this that covers 1999 through 2012, but the car that I'm working on is 2008, and I verified that, and that's your fighting order right here, 187265543. Now going back to this section here, and this is the DTC that I got right now active in this truck. DTC P3425, cylinder 4, deactivation, intake valve control, circuit open. Now, whenever I use my Snap On VERUS to deactivate this cylinder, the data pits don't change, the engine idle change, like something is happening, but my data pits do not change, and this guy data pit change. Okay, so whenever I deactivate this guy, these pits and data pits change, so they are switched. When I deactivate this guy, my idle change in all 4 of them, but the data pits in cylinder 1, when I command it to deactivate, it change. And this one change, this one do not change, this one do not change. So my next direction here is to command these guys and see what the computer doing and the wiring color that I got here. Light green and black is for solenoid number 2, and control the 4, that's my guy here that I gonna go and see what is going on. And I gonna see the orange wire, the control the solenoid number 4, and solenoid number 4 control cylinder number 7. I did this here so it's better understanding what I'm gonna do. So my next video is gonna be the video me testing and commanding these wires to see what it does. So first I want to select one that is working the way it's supposed to. So I'm gonna select cylinder number 1, which is solenoid number 1 also, and I'm gonna change my data list, and I'm gonna go to cylinder deactivation data, and from there I'm gonna get the cylinder that I want to see. I'm doing deactivation and cylinder number 1, so I want to see this guy. So I'm gonna go to custom data, and I'm gonna deselect all, and I'm gonna select the one I just want to see, cylinder number 1, and I'm gonna compare that with cylinder number 6 also. So I want to see 1 and 6. To see what cylinder number 6 do when I deactivate. This is cylinder number 1 also, and cylinder number 6. So I'm gonna select that. What happened here? Custom data, deselect all, and then I want 1 and 6, that's what I want. And press OK. 1 and 6, I want to see 1 and 6, what is doing 1 and 6, and press OK. That's what I want to see before it don't happen. I don't know why. But now when I command this cylinder number 1, I want to see what 6 is doing. Okay? So I'm gonna get this guy here, get this guy here, and deactivate solenoid short to ground, cylinder deactivate solenoid volt, cylinder. Okay, so when I command it, I want to see what they do. I'm gonna command it now, guys. You see what it's doing here? My idle is changing already, and this is going up. I just turned it off, the line went down. Nothing happened with cylinder number 6 when I do this command. Why this? I want to show you this because I'm going to compare this with number 7 and number 4. Okay? So you can see what is going on. So I'm going to exit out of here. and I'm gonna output control. I'm gonna go to deactivate cylinder number 4. I'm gonna deactivate cylinder number 4, which is solenoid. What solenoid is that there, Pablo? Number 4. Cylinder number 4 is solenoid number
7.
Okay. Let me see. What's on data list?
Number 3 is a 6.
Okay. And then let me see that list there. So I'm gonna deactivate cylinder number 4, which is solenoid number 2 in the computer. That's what the computer control. The solenoid number 2 control the cylinder number 4. So I'm gonna use select my custom data, they select all, and I want to select 4, and I want to see what 7 does. 4 and 7. Okay. And then I'm gonna press OK here. And this is my data pit here. I'm gonna command in the top of the scanner here, and my Verus say cylinder deactivation on and off for the cylinder number 4. So I wanna see this guy, and I wanna see number 7, what it do when I command 4. And this is what it gets me, and this the tricky part about this, guys. And you're gonna see it now when I command this thing. I commanding 4, guys, but look at what 7 is doing. Now I turn it off, but when I commanding 4, 7 is working, and when I do the opposite, then when I command 7, 4 is working and my data pits. So what is going on here, guys? And that's what we want to try to determine. I'm gonna pull the ECM out, put it there, and find out what my wire is doing when I command it here. I got 2 test light, computer safe there, and I'm going back with you to see what is going on, guys. Okay, guys, let me do this number 7 so you see. I'm gonna deactivate cylinder number 7, and the top of my scanner, you're gonna see that now. Cylinder deactivation on and off, but I'm gonna change data pits because you need cylinder deactivation data. You need this, and I'm gonna show you when I command 7 what 4 do. And I'm gonna select this, deselect all, and I'm gonna, we're doing 7, so this is 7, and I'm gonna select 4 also. Okay, 4 and 7. Okay, so we are doing 7. I got 7 there, and the command for 4, and I'm gonna turn it on now. The engine is shaking, but look at number 4. Turn it off. When I commanding 7, 4 works. When I commanding 4, 7 works. So something is switched here by these data pits that I working on, okay? So Pablo's, I am Pablo's garage, so he want to see number 6. What did number 6 do? So I'm gonna go back here, gonna go to output control, and I'm gonna select 6. Now I ain't got in 6, I'm gonna change my data pits. And I'm gonna go to custom data, and I'm gonna deselect all. So now we're doing 6, and let me see, 6 and 1. Let's take 6 and 1. What do you do 6 and 1? Six and 1. So I got it here. Okay, so I am in Pablo's garage here, and Pablo want to see what number 6 do and 1. So I already got the data pits here. This is cylinder number 6, which is the solenoid number 3 that commands this cylinder, and we want to see what 1 do when we command this guy. And I'm gonna command it now. I commanding 6, guys. Deactivation on cylinder number 6. You see it's on there, and I turn it just off because I don't want the engine to stall on me. The engine shake hard when I command it. I see my data pits here changing. Nothing happened in solenoid deactivation opposite number 1. So between those two solenoids, like I say, something is switched. Something is going on. So right now I'm gonna do something else that I don't do. So I'm gonna exit out of this, and I'm gonna select, let's say, number 4. And I'm gonna change my data pits, and I'm gonna go to cylinder deactivation data. And this time I don't gonna do custom data. Engine load 70, intake manifold 73. Let me see, APP. I don't gonna do nothing like this. I just wanna see the command. This one is, I wanna record everything here so I can try to save this recording. I don't know if it's gonna let me do that, but I wanna see, let me see, command. Let me see if I can put all my commands. Cylinder deactivation inactive. Command. Let me see if I got command. Okay, I got command here. And so my 4 data pits here, when I command 1, we want to see what on and off do. So I'm gonna command 4. This is the one I'm gonna command, number 4. And let's see what it changed to. The only one it's changing is number 7, guys. The engine wanna stall on me, I kill it. But the only one it changed when I tried to do that, it was number 7. Okay? So this is what is going on. So the next step over here, I'm gonna fish the wire out of the ECM to see what it does when I command it here, if it is switching wires or if something runs inside the computer, and go from there. Okay, this is the computer and the car. So I believe that the second connector in the computer is the one with the, not this one, the bottom one. Always, you know, they can put it the top one, so we gotta go to the bottom connector. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna disconnect it from here, this clip here. You take this clip out, and I'm gonna try to sit the computer on the top here. Just to remind you, and this is the fuse box here, and the fuse number 4 is the one that supply powers to all those solenoids. And the solenoids, let me see, Pablo, you see the valley and the valley of the solenoids there and there. That's that base there. I'm gonna show you a better picture of that. But that is one of the bolts that you gotta remove. I think it got 6 or 4 bolts, and that valley lifter is where this solenoid live. So you gotta remove the whole intake manifold here. You gotta remove the intake manifold, everything, to get to that solenoid. The connector is all the way back there in the back of the engine, and you can even see that guy is buried behind everything there. So that's your flashlight, Pablo. So that's what we're going to do now, in that direction, to see what, when I command the wire, what we get in the test light. If all my solenoid get power with fuse number 4, so I believe that this is a pull down design, that the computer is gonna supply ground to that wire, and we're gonna see it in the test light we're using. They're computer safe. Usually they're $120 test light. You don't want to use a regular test light here that you can burn the computer and create more problems, guys. Okay, guys, this is the conclusion about this, and I want to add this test light here. See if you can see the part number from Snap On. And Pablo told me to add that this is 100 test light here. He bought, and how much was, Pablo? $20. $20 he paid for it, and it's in a pawn shop. So he find this test light in a pawn shop for $20. That's the part number. You can see it there. These test lights, they're computer safe test light for doing this kind of test that we're doing here. And guys, the problem in this is inside the computer. Inside the computer is switch, and I'm gonna prove that to you. I'm using my bi-directional scanner here, my Verus. To do the command right now is selecting deactivating on and off and cylinder number 7. And then the wire schematic, the cylinder number 7 is solenoid 4, and is the orange wire for 7. So as you can see there, this adapter that I got here, you can get it in ESEWave.com, and it's they call it the Field Pro. and I got it connected to the orange wire there. I don't know if you can see it good there. It's connected to my orange wire, and that is this guy here, and that is the Pablo's test light. There is gonna be the number 7 for that one, and my test light here, the orange with the orange wire, is gonna be in cylinder number 4. So when I command it, you're gonna see what it's doing. So remember, guys, Pablo's test light is this one, the one from the pawn shop, $20. It's gonna control cylinder number 7 that is connected to the orange wire. And this test light here, my orange test light, is gonna control number 4. Now in the bi-directional scanner, I selecting 7, and I'm gonna turn it on, and look at what happened. It's commanding number 4. The same thing is happening in data pits, guys. And then I'm gonna turn it off, and let me see if I can catch that in camera. I'm gonna turn it on again. I wanna watch the video at the same time. And you can see the test light going in green, turning it off. Now I'm gonna command, I'm gonna exit out of this, and I'm gonna select number 7 or number 4. Functional test, output control. I'm gonna select 4. Change that up list. And I selecting now number 4, deactivation solenoid, which is my light green and black trace. And Pablo's test light is coming on. That means, guys, that this is switched inside the computer. Also know that this is a pull down design. The computer supply ground to this solenoid to activate it. That is good information there. Another thing that I gotta bring on, this engine was switched. They swapped this engine, and we don't know if the engine they swap, they work the same way. If they you know, if they swap computer, they gotta take it to the dealer. So from here now, we gotta go to the dealer and find more information about this thing to see if they can flash it or it's a ECM. Seems to be like a ECM problem here, guys. Okay, guys, one thing that I want to show you guys, this is Field Electrical Pro. This is designed by a technician. It's a very good pro to fish wires, and easy to connector in the back. Easy to, with one hand you can push this over here and get the wire. You can get this in AESwave.com. Okay, that's the solenoid there. And that's the connector there. And the connector is right behind the engine. The next thing that you see there is a oil pressure switch is going there by the side. And that's the solenoid sideways. And that's the part there. We saved some money to this guy because he wanna do this job and change that solenoid valley on it, and that is not the case here. They got another case with the computer control, and I'm gonna show you where is the location of this solenoid.